This is a video to help you with the login portion of the final project in WebD 166. So in login.html, you're given a form, and that form action goes to login.php. That login.php is right here. So what we need to do is comment out what we plan to do to make sure that we're validating and working with our entries appropriately. Okay, so what I'm going to do is comment this out. And basically we're going to, as we've been doing all class, work with our data above, and then any messaging that we want to show would go in the bottom. So this is login.php, right? And here's our blog so that it's, showing everything we need to show. So I've opened up PHP here, and what I need to do is get the values from the username and password in login.html. Okay. Next, I need to take those values and see if they match username and password, because that's going to be our static username and password. I know that's less than optimal, but we want to focus on the blog itself, and this is a simple way to do a login. If you want to carry it forward and put a table in the database, maybe call it users with usernames and passwords, then you could run a check to see if there's a match using SQL. But this class really is about PHP, and when you take WebD 167, we'll go into that, how to do authentication with a database. But right now, we're just going to see if they match username and password, which is what the document for the requirements of this project reads. So now what we can do is write if there is a match, set a cookie, helps if I spell, that called login okay, that equals yes. That's how we're going to evaluate, okay? Else, tell the user that there is no match, offer or output a link back to the login form, and exit the script. Exiting the script, if the username and passwords don't match, would stop the script in its tracks right here. If you didn't exit, links to each of these pages would be valid. So you'd be able to go and click on these links to get to where you want to go. So that's it. That's your login. And then on each page that needs a login, what you're going to have to do is do the same logic. Basically, evaluate the cookie. In other words, on each page, I'll write this right here, on each page that needs to be password protected, you need to evaluate the cookie value. And here you have a choice. You could redirect them automatically using header location, or you could do the same thing that you're doing here, telling the user there's no match, put a link back to the login form and exit. You already have that, so you could utilize that. Okay? Now, you'll notice that there is a link to logout. And in logout.php, what you want to do is just clear the cookie, because once you clear the cookie, you can you won't be able to access anything that's protected anyway. So that's how the login form works on the final project. If there are any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out.